How's it going today, folks? My name is Will Johnson and I work here at the Party Store. Today, I'm going to discuss medium and large PAs. Now, before I open this up and talk everything about it, I want to quickly discuss the differences between our medium and large PAs. Our medium PA comes with 2 speakers and our large PA comes with 4 speakers. That is the only difference. So, depending on your event size or what you may be doing, you may need 2 speakers, which would be our medium PA, or you may need 4 speakers, which would be our large PA. Everything I'm going to do in this video is going to be off a 2 speaker system, so it'll be one of our medium PAs. I will include later in the video how to connect speaker to speaker if you were running a large PA. It is also important to note that the amplifier that we use for a medium and a large PA are exactly the same. So as I'm going through this medium PA, know that this amplifier that we use can also be used for a large PA. So without further ado, let's jump into it and I can show you everything that goes with the medium and large PA. So before I quickly open this up, I want to go over how to use our speaker stands. Super simple. There's a knob here, knob here. This knob will release the top that you can pull up. This will actually spread the bass out. So I'm going to loosen this up. Pretty loose. I'm going to pull up here. I'm going to yank down here. It should spread out. Tighten this back up, just like so. Place it to wherever you may want. I always like to run my cords from my amplifier, then bring the speaker stands and speaker to it. That way you already know where you're moving your speaker to and you don't have to move it twice. Then to put it on top, there's a hole on the bottom here. Just going to slide it in. And just like that, you're all set to go. To start pulling cords out. As they come out, I'm going to show you what each one is, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Just going to set this on the ground for now. All right. Here in this box, starting off, is our mic. So I'm just going to pop this open. Ta-da, look at that. A nice little mic. I'll pull this out so you can see this. This mic and this cord right here are mic cord. Whatever wants to come out for me. There we go. Actually go in together. This end will go into your amplifier, while this end actually goes into your mic. If you listen, you can hear it click in, just like that. On and off button. And then if you wanted to undo it, there's this little tab here. Just click that down, pull it out. So that's our mic and mic cord. Next, I'm going to grab one of our 1/8" jacks. Our 1/8" jacks run from amplifier to speaker. Now, with us doing a medium PA 2 speakers, you'll have 2 1/8" jack cords. So this cord here is the second. Now, if I was doing a large PA, I would have 2 additional speakers on top of these, and then an additional 2 1/8" jacks to make it a total of 4 of each. Moving on, we have our auxiliary cord right here. And I want to show you this piece right here, which is called an iPhone dongle. That will go into this, just like that. Now, it's important to note that this piece right here, we do not provide. So if you have an Apple, iPhone, iPad, anything that you want to play music off of that's Apple, we do not provide this piece. You will have to provide it yourself. Our power cord, that goes from our amplifier into the wall outlet. And last but not least, our amplifier. So that's everything that comes in the box. Now, it's important to note that everything that you receive from us has been tested and checked. So before you get it, everything should be good. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a close-up, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with the back of our PA, and I'll show you where everything gets plugged in and how it gets plugged in. Taking a look at the front here quickly, this is our on and off switch. We want to make sure that this is off before we plug anything into the system. To make sure that is in the correct position, we want to make sure that it's in the out. If I click it in like that, that means it's on. Click it out, means it's off. We want to make sure it's off before we plug or unplug anything from the amplifier. If we don't do that and it is on, you could really damage the equipment. So, flipping it around, looking at the back here, there's 3 ports here. Our AC in, which is our power in, our B 1/8 inch jack, and our A 1/8 inch jack running to our speakers. First, we're going to start with our power. Taking our power, we would plug that in, then taking our wall outlet in and running that to a wall or to a power cord if needed. Then next, I would take my 1/8 inch jack and I would plug this in. Now, it's important to know that there is a right and left. So whichever way you run the cord, you want to make sure you run it either to the right or left. Then I would take this in, run it to where I would want that speaker, and then plug it into the back of the speaker. This is the back of the speaker here. Then I would repeat the steps for the other side. Okay, I'm going to flip it around and I'll show you what to do with the front. Taking a look at the front of the amplifier here, there are a lot of different buttons and dials that may cause some confusion. But for what we are going to be using this amplifier for, we are only going to focus on a couple different dials. We are going to be focusing on plugging in a mic and using our phone and our aux cord to play some music. So for this video, I want us to focus on these green dials up top here, these white dials here, the mute button for the mics, as well as our mic inputs and our aux inputs for our phone, as well as our on and off switch down here, and our master volume for the amplifier itself. Talking about the individual channels themselves, this amplifier has 12 individual channels. Each channel has its own volume, high, mid, and low. Your high, mid, and low are located here. Our master volume for the stereo is located here. As for each channel, has its own volume down here. So, if we are talking about channel 4, which is located right here, and we have our volume turned all the way down, but our master volume is turned all the way up, you will still not get any sound coming out of channel 4. You need to make sure that that volume is up on that channel in order to get some sound. Coming down here to our mute buttons for our mics. So if you wanted to mute a mic on channel 4, you just come down here, press that button, it would be muted. If you wanted to unmute it, click it out. You would plug your mics down into here, just like so. This end would get plugged in to any one of these channels. It's all up to you. And then taking a look at our mic, oops, sorry. Just gonna snap that in, and then our on and off. Talking about our phone aux, we're simply just gonna go white to white, and red to red, and then this end would go into your phone jack. Keep in mind, we do not provide this piece. This is an iPhone dongle or an Apple dongle that is needed to play Apple devices. On and off switch is located right here. Whenever you are plugging in or taking out cords from the amplifier, you want to make sure that this is off. The out position's off. The in position means it's on. I'm going to click it back out to turn it back off. Taking another look at the back of our amplifier and our speakers here, I just quickly wanted to show you how to run your 1/8 inch jacks from your amplifier to a speaker, and then from a speaker to a secondary speaker if you were running a large PA. So, taking a look, this is our power in, our AC in for the amplifier, and then both of our 1/8 inch jacks. So, taking our first 1/8 inch jack cord, doesn't matter which side you pick, just pick a side, plug it in. I'll take that other one and I'll plug it into the first port on my first speaker. Then I would take my secondary 1/8" jack and I would plug into the second port on the first speaker. I'd plug that in, I'd run my cord to wherever I wanted to place that second speaker, and then I'd plug it in just like that. And that's how you'd run your 1/8" jacks from your amplifier to your speaker to a secondary speaker if you were needed to run a large PA. So a couple tips before I let you go. Always make sure that we're plugging in our cords either into our speaker or into our amplifier correctly. Always want to make sure we hear a good click, something like that. Also, make sure that you take your 1/8" jack, you make sure that the ends are tight. If not, if they get wet, they could short out. Talking about the mic, make sure you familiarize yourself with the mic, on and off. Make sure they have the channel set correctly and that the mute button on the mic for that channel is not on. Also, make sure that the bass is down when you're talking in the mic. It helps. Lastly, make sure that the amplifier is pushed back behind the speakers and that the mic itself does not get too close to the speaker. If it does, you'll get that really nasty feedback. So that's everything I have for you today. I hope this was helpful. If not, feel free to give us a call. We'll try to help out our best. Once again, I'm Will Johnson here at the Party Store and appreciate your time. Thank you.